My name is Megan Highfill, and this is my language autobiography. The music you are hearing is me playing a piece called Prelude in Berceuse. It is an old Japanese fishing song arranged by violin pedagogue Shinichi Suzuki. Music is a huge part of my life. My grandma on my mother's side was named Chiemi Ishimaru. She was from Kure, Japan, a small fishing village near Hiroshima. She immigrated to Hudson, Kansas after she married my grandpa, Gene Krankenberg, who was stationed in her village during the Korean War. My grandpa, birth name Rudolph Valdez, was Mexican, adopted by Germans who lived in the United States. Neither one passed on their languages to my mother, who was raised in a multicultural but English-only household. My dad's family was basically United Statesian. We think they immigrated from Great Britain a long, long time ago. Even though my parents got married at age 18 and didn't have a lot of money, they believed education was the most important thing they could give their children. My father read to the entire family every night. We read books like Watership Down, Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn, Sounder, The Old Man and the Sea, and we all played different parts for Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. When I was a teenager, he started reading the Harry Potter books. When Book 7 came out, I was 25 and my brother was 22. We went on a special family vacation so he could read the book aloud to us, which he did in just 5 days. When I was 4, after I had learned all of my letters and sounds, my dad sat me down and told me I was going to read a book all by myself. I vividly remember seeming to take forever to read The Buttons Go to the Zoo, but from that point forward, I was obsessed with books. I read the entire Laura Ingalls Wilder series twice before the 3rd grade. When I was in 4th grade, I started writing poetry, numbering all of my poems into high school. Writing became as important to me as reading. I still consider myself a hobbyist writer, as a guest columnist in the Kansas City Star, and as a contributing author in One Size Does Not Fit All, a book about teaching diversity. Though music helped me pick up language pronunciation, learning to speak a second language fluently was rather difficult. I went to a college that had culture and language houses instead of sororities or fraternities. In Spanish House, where I lived for 3 years, we were only allowed to speak Spanish. I also studied in Seville, Spain, and performed and taught in Quito, Ecuador. I think I learned most of my Spanish right here in Kansas City, though, working full-time as a legal assistant for a lawyer in KCK that serviced only undocumented immigrants fighting for workers' compensation benefits. After graduating, I taught K-8 general music for just under a year in Kansas City, Missouri, using my Spanish daily. At my current position, I'm very lucky that I'm allowed to speak Spanish to the children and parents regularly. But now that I finally feel a sense of fluency in languages 1 and 2, I'm beginning my struggle with Arabic, hoping to get a head start on L3 before I move to Cairo, Egypt next August.